When I leave, put my stats on my tombstone, so they know that when I'm gone, I'm still that dude though. Ayy, talking smack, who is that? I said, who knows? Heard you set the bar, well that's a new low. Run up the numbers, showing them how I've been doing it. I do not gatekeep. Oh, to come up, blowing up first like blue shell. Shout out K-Key, all in abundance, stacking up all of the accolades now and it's waist deep. I'm wearing a lot of these hats and everything hitting. I feel like I'm Take Keith. Show them how it's done. They can do this if they want it, but they don't. Words don't match their actions like the internet was slow. Ay, told them I'm the one, but they ain't listen yet. I know how you never get the message, but you always on your. When I leave, put my stats on my tombstone, so they know that when I'm gone, I'm still that dude though. Ayy, talking smack, who is that? I said, who knows? Heard you set the bar, well that's a new low.
They keep on talking, no end of discussion, just look at the cash, it's really abundant. We kill the instrument with no precaution, it's nothing but facts, I keep it 100. Me and Connor had a conversation, that's Canadian, NGN. So all my haters, I wish you the best, they praying for me, but the truth is talking about the next thing, yeah, they really act like they up to some. Everybody capping, acting like they really know the struggle of. I remember back when used to be the last man to buckle up. Now I'm bringing a lot of cash in, making these bags really double up. But no offense, trust in the process, I'm about to be so blessed. They keep hitting and hitting, they're so obsessed. Last supper, we breaking the whole bread. No stress for me, they should have known better, not testing me. I'ma be the greatest, so best believe they got the potential for ways, but giving excuses, they keep on.
When I leave, put my stats on my tombstone, so they know that when I'm gone, I'm still that dude though. Ayy, talking smack, who is that? I said, who knows? Heard you set the bar, well that's a new low.
What's up there, Matt DCD? Oh, that is some serious lag. I'm like looking back in time 3 seconds. Hopefully you're getting a clear transmission, because I'm not yet. Great to see you, Matt DCD. I didn't realize that the Shut Up Laura is like a glittery, glittery red font, or whatever that was. Pretty cool. Alright, we're actually doing... If this is actually bobsleigh, we are playing this. For sure. You think there's double music? It's possible. About now. That should have fixed it. If there was double music, it's stopped now. Oh, my computer is really not happy. I was doing everything from Photoshop to Premiere Pro, and I did not reboot in between. Oh, this is one unhappy rig at the moment. Oh, and I need my AC adapter. That's probably why. Be right back. Well, that was a very unfair thing to ask my computer to do without being plugged in. All right, we should now have a clear stream because I actually plugged my laptop in. It's not streaming off of battery. What's up there, Sky Cow? Welcome back. Cam is very laggy. Yeah. Yeah, but the stream should be solid now. As far as I can tell, that was our issue. All right, is this bobsleigh? Please be bobsleigh. Matt DCD, we are doing Cup of the Night first before we do anything else. All right, I need to put that back. I haven't seen the track. I haven't done Cup of the Night in a while. Stream is so much better. Yeah, good. I haven't done stream in a while. I mean, stream. I haven't done Bob in a while, or a Cup of the Night in a while either. There was some dirt on it too. Oh, is this actually a dirt track? Come on. All right, more Bob. That's good. It's a dirt track. I don't know what to do yet. I obviously didn't know this was gonna be dirt. But it's kind of a vibe, I guess. Let's see. Crazy speed boost at the end of that. All right, silver. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, I forgot about Zertrov's map until you just reminded me. I finally put that out of mind. Oh, man. That didn't work. That, maybe? Oh, looks good. I actually ended up in the middle. I hope Proc knows that Cup is in an hour. You know, and I was like I was in a groove too. I was right in the, I was like elbow deep in Photoshop and Premiere Pro at the same time. I had the game open. I was doing all kinds of things at the same time. But I just rushed in, got live, and you're right, I'm an hour early. Is that until fall now? It's always at 10? Or 10, 2200 Eastern my time. Because it's 21 right now. But it's usually at 21. Just for a couple weeks. Yeah, what is the catch-up? Like, when do they kick it over? Because are there still places that do participate in daylight savings time that haven't actually switched yet? It is so lovely here with daylight savings time now in effect, or whatever this is. Whatever this time is, and whether it's normal time or the shifted time. Having daylight until 7 o'clock is much preferred to me rather than daylight at 3 in the morning, or 3 in the morning, 6 in the morning. I'm not awake then anyway. This is not going to be a PB. Not even close. Oh, by a 10. I thought I was a lot faster before. Most of Europe changes 2 weeks after the US. Why? Why? I'm pretty sure we go on the first day of no, it's not the first day of spring. Europe does the first day of spring, which is the 21st, sounds like. So we're the weirdos. Great. I was in such a rush to get live, I haven't even introduced myself. Hello, welcome back, everybody. It is great to have you. It's still me. Still me. The one and the only Professor Heresy. It's Friday. Oh, and it's I'm so friggin' happy it's Friday. This was a Friday that was earned. For sure. Oh, Jesus. For sure. Just a week. It was a Friday after a week, you know what I'm saying? But it's over. And now I'm here with my people, snatching some gold right there. Not gold, by another second. Yikes. Thank you, Sky Cow. Can we listen to Connor Price? Yeah, sure. Twist My Arm. He's got a new song that I don't like, but it's not rap. How about that one? What do you think of that one? Or, hold on. Oh, that one. Like that one. Do that now.
Told him I don't wanna stop. So many drives, they got a cuss.
Yeah, this week seemed to be tough for everybody. Excuse me. This time should stay. I mean, they always talk about doing away with daylight savings time. We were talking about this last stream, how my good friend lives in Arizona, which is one of the only states in my country that doesn't participate in daylight savings time. I'm not good at dirt. Oh, into the wall we go. But it was a week. This was a week. But I'm thrilled it's over. I am feeling like sincerely excited about the prospect of buying a mini truck. I've always wanted one, but I've learned lately. I'm allowing myself as of late to not just look at my dreams from afar and actually give them a serious, like, hey, what's really stopping this from happening right now? This shirt, if it's this obvious that it would make you this happy, then how do we put this together? Like, what are the finite steps between us and this goal? And I didn't realize that the steps between me and that goal are just having a few $1,000s laying around. Because otherwise, they are plentiful in Japan, and they are still pretty easy to get imported. It's a good and bad time to be a car enthusiast, I think. Good in the sense of that this process is like totally streamlined. There are multiple websites, auction sites, shipping companies that will give you like a price to ship it like to your country, and then you figure it out from there. Probably want to go way more outside here like that. That also sets you up way better here. This might be the goal. This is a lot faster. Ooh, it's not by 2/10. Honestly, that truck is fire. Agreed. Agreed. And I want it so bad. I've always wanted a truck to put like a crane on to like lift up engines and stuff, or rocks out in the backyard. I mean, I've just been thinking about this thing so much lately. Like to have a portable table wherever I go, be able to drive it into my backyard. And move an entire truckload of stuff. I mean, it's a 6.5 foot bed. It's like the smallest truck bed you can get here in the States, except it's a micro truck. Very cool. So I need to sell my driveway, scrape together the profit from those, and just make this thing happen, dude. Let's do it. Let's do it. The other thing is, I've been batting around the idea of just getting a regular truck. But number one, they're going to be similar money anyway. It's not as interesting. I'm not going to use a real truck enough to justify having a real truck. Does that make sense? Like, I need a truck, don't get me wrong. There are things I need a truck for. It's often enough where it just makes sense for me to buy one. But do I need a truck? Do I need a truck that can tow? I don't know that a K truck can't tow. Somebody want to look that up for me? Can a K truck tow? I mean, it's a truck. It's got a truck frame. That's really the only limiting factor to towing, is the structural integrity of the frame you're towing with. Power and all of that can be dealt with momentum. By a 10th. But I want it bad. Being able just to move a truckload of stuff in and out of my backyard, out of my house. Oh, is this the new Connor price? No, it's Nick D. I like Nick D too. 350 to 400 kilograms for towing. Really? Is that true? Really? Because I believe the conversion is every kilogram is worth 2.2 pounds. So that's 800 to 1,000 pounds. That's not nothing. Wait, is that total? Or is that just towing? Like, does that include what you would have in the bed, too? Oh, you probably, I don't even know how to tell you to look that up. We probably should have watched the GPS. That probably would have made things a little easier. Just towing? All right, all right. What about the supercharged one? Is there a difference if it's supercharged? One of my coworkers just randomly happened to bring up K-Trucks today. And it was like the universe telling me I need to get one. All right. So, cup of the day isn't actually for another hour. So, what should we do instead? Okay. Matt DCD, I don't know if it's just me and you here. I don't know if there's other people watching, but if there is, hello. So I was in the middle of photoshopping. Would you be opposed to me going back to photoshopping? Supercharge can do 1,300 pounds, no shit. Another reason to get a supercharge. I want a supercharge so bad. How funny would it be if I bought a 30-year-old truck with a supercharger before I supercharged my coupe? I don't care, Prof, you run the stream. That's a good point. That's a good point. I need to remember that. I'm always so wary about straying from this. Like, straying from the Trackmania thing. Because this is what the entire stream is built on. So it's like this self-fulfilling thing, right? Like, I need to be brave enough to, like, do just chatting or...
The only reason why I did this was to get you guys to stop arguing.
Don't you be sorry. You're nothing but an angel. You tried to help us. You tried to help a situation which was...
You're yelling nice things at me again.
This is his fault.
Professor_Heresy has gifted a sub to Matt DCD.
Oh. Thanks, Prof. Matt DCD, I didn't notice that you weren't subbed. Pretty much until right then. Alright, yeah, pretty much just go high into the walls everywhere. Stay to the left here, sure. Yeah. Oh, that was... I'm not doing that. That was very brave. Stay middle, and then push outside. No, not really. Near the end, yeah. Kind of hard to do that any sooner. Alright, we know how to do that from there. Enjoy your gifty. I would say you've earned that one. So I don't know. I mean, I've been told before that if I was to edit or Photoshop on stream, that would be something people would want to watch. However, I do enjoy the secrecy. Because if you see me making the thumbnail, you see me making the video, it kind of takes away from when the video drops or when the, you know, all that stuff. Oh, appears we have the gold here. As long as I don't goof this up. Which I didn't. Gold. Top 3,300 in the world, it would appear, on this one. It's okay. Sammy Ray earlier, after work, you know, we're catching up on her day and everything. She goes, "What are you doing on stream tonight?" I don't know. Cup of the night, I guess. I believe it's bobsleigh. And she's like, oh, okay. And a couple seconds later, I'm like, that stresses me out when you ask me that. Because I know I'm supposed to plan things, but I don't right now. And I know she's trying to be, you know, a good girlfriend, good partner. Asking me about something that I'm into. Speaking of which, I don't hate this song already. Beat's sick. Didn't you mention a streamer who said, like, I stream for you for so much time and you can't even buy a sub for me because this is totally the opposite. I feel like I'm getting paid to be here, which I already want to be here. It's a good point. In fact, I just sent the video. So I just sent the video of exactly what you're describing. I sent that the other day in Discord. But then I actually did a little bit more digging after I posted it. Because it feels a little too good to be true. It feels like a little too purposeful with rage bait. Apparently, it's like an OnlyFans-y thing. Like, it's a humiliation preference for the viewers. Like, the viewers want to hear, you guys are pathetic, why aren't you paying me more? Like, they're into that. Don't worry, I'm sure there's still there are still streamers that act like that for real. But that one in particular happened to be just rage bait. Hey, into the wall we go. I want to move the buttons over a little bit. Widgets? Yeah, okay. I don't know where I wanted to put this though. Over here? Yeah. Or if we make it smaller, if we change the size of it, we make it smaller. And then it can go over there, no problem. Tuck it into the corner there. Look good. Try that. I'll be back in a few minutes. Where are you going? Where are you going? Alright. I might know where you're going. I sent you a spoiler of my next video on Discord. I don't have Discord open at the moment. But I appreciate that, Mantis. And thank you very much for the slideshow. That got me properly laughing last night. And it actually kind of warmed my heart because I don't have that perspective, you know? Like, everybody else in the community has the perspective of being in the community but not being the streamer. And everything you sent was like your perspective of the stream. You know, it's just, I don't know, it's just nice to see. Another 10th scraped out, top 3,000. Did you like the image spam? Yeah. Yes. There's a time and a place for it, and that was the time and place. I'm so friggin' happy this week is over. Oh my gosh. Today was an interesting day. Interesting sums it up nicely. It's all the day needed to be. All right. I made sure the day was on easy mode as much as I could. And then after work, I got to sit on my computer and do the thing I actually wanted to be doing, which is editing a video, working on a thumbnail, thinking through some stuff. I did fix a couple things on stream. The text-to-speech voice is now back to normal. Back to Brian. Brian is the voice you probably know. I think it's the same voice Virtual uses for TTS. I don't know if that's true, actually. I think he changes it. Oh, man, I cannot negotiate that corner. Wanted to make something for you because your streams are really fun, and without you, I would have deleted this Twitch account. Damn. Damn. That's something else I was thinking about, how I'm pigeonholing myself into one platform, really. I'm multi-streaming out to YouTube, so if you're watching this on YouTube, don't take that personally. Hello. But there are lots of other platforms. I mean, TikTok, there's... Not that I... See, I say that. Every time I say TikTok, it's like I need to wash my mouth out with soap. Because I don't have a TikTok account. Although I do have a Prop Heresy account, and there's one video on it. And it was really just to test the post, because I also did a YouTube short. But there's Kick. You can stream on TikTok. Yeah. Yep. the way I understand it, well, actually, I should check what the rules changed to. They didn't get more strict, but before, you weren't allowed to multi-stream to long format places. Like, you could stream to Twitch and Instagram, or Twitch and TikTok, because those aren't long format websites. YouTube is, so they were getting mad if you were dual streaming to YouTube. However, I believe they have dropped that since, and now they made the rule you can multi-stream to YouTube and the other long format ones. But if you have chat on, you can't mix Twitch and the other platforms chat, for example. Like, I can only have Twitch chat on the screen if I'm streaming on Twitch at all. Stuff like that. Wait, doesn't Twitch give you like 50% earnings? It's basically that. My understanding is they did change things a little bit recently. Or what? I think maybe they just actually raised the price of subs. I don't think they changed the split of revenue. But yes, the last time I checked, what's up there, 9to5 Gamer? Apparently Kick is popping off lately, and you get 95% of every sub. Only 5% goes to Kick. Yeah, and something, you can do a bunch of copyrighted shit. Like, it's exactly what Twitch was before Twitch had to become all straightened and buttoned up, is my understanding. Is my pretty ignorant understanding. It's just what I have seen. That Kick is doing everything they can to try to pull the users in, but then they're gonna have to do things that make the users go away. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, if you pay $6 for a sub, I would get $3 or something. About 50%. But then it also depends on where you are in the world, what the currency conversion is or something. I believe I get 100% of bits, obviously. The ad revenue, I couldn't even tell you. Couldn't tell you. It's pennies. It's literal pennies. Even if I didn't have them turned all the way down, it would still just be pennies. Prof, doesn't that mean you lose $3 per gift sub? That's a glass half empty way of looking at it. It could also be argued I wouldn't get any if I wasn't on Twitch at all, if they weren't facilitating the payment between the two of us. It's an easy... The human mind is so quick to look at things that way, as to what you're losing, even if you're not losing anything. Like, if you found out... Like, I found out I was getting a bonus at work recently, right? We talked about this. I found out I was getting a bonus, and I saw the number, and I'm like, oh, nice, nice, sweet. That's free money that I wasn't gonna have, and now I'm getting it because of a bonus. And then I saw a follow-up email saying, hey, Prof, congratulations on the bonus for the amount of X minus basically 50%. And I was like, what the fuck? I just lost 50% of my bonus, but I didn't lose anything. If the money never existed in the first place. I was mistaken. It was two different bonuses. So it didn't even end up being that bad. It was all good news. But it is funny how, you know, let's say you're holding cryptocurrency right now, right? Let's say you've been holding Bitcoin since 2015, right? And you're up 6 figures on Bitcoin right now. And you're looking at Bitcoin right now, and it's at 68K. It was at 72K yesterday. It's at all-time high. You know, whatever. And you just want more. You've been sitting on this number for so long, and you see the number flicker, and then you see it get to all-time high, and that's the new high watermark for you. And anything less than that, you don't want to sell it. And then you just end up holding on for too long. You get greedy, and then you lose money. I mean, lose profit. You don't lose money. Imagine if subs were free for the streamer. Like, I could gift endlessly? What, like infinite money glitch? Twitch has actually relaxed those restrictions lately. Believe it or not, even for some massive streamers, do both Twitch and YouTube stream now. Oh, 9 to 5, you're absolutely correct. Or do you mean... I don't know at what point you came in. I was saying that they did loosen the restrictions recently that I knew of. that I can multi-stream now, but I can't combine the chats on screen. Like in Streamlabs, I have a multi-stream chat, like that I'm clicked into now, so I can't see the Twitch chat. But I believe now that I'm in this mode, I would see Twitch chat, like I just saw 9to5's message pop in. But I would also see YouTube messages coming here. Any place else I'm multi-streaming, I would see their messages pop right in here for me. You can't see this, I'm sure. I don't know of a way. Like I could put this on screen, but then I'd get in trouble with Twitch, is my understanding. You gain less, you lost nothing. They'll still say they don't allow it, but it's like song DMCAs. If you split your audio to VODs, they won't ever DMCA you for music. Same with YouTube streams, just don't have YouTube chat on screen. Yeah. Oh, and I've done a fucking ton of work lately on the audio of this stream. I'm sure it doesn't sound any different. And I'm not talking in a hardware sense. Like, I haven't improved. Well, I mean, I didn't make the quality any worse. I did make sure the bit rate for the audio is up. And that, you know, the microphone's in the right place. I have it a bit further away from me now. I tend to get closer and closer and closer to it as the stream goes on. I have the music level where I want it to be. Most importantly, what I've been doing lately is splitting the audio, much like you're talking about. I am splitting the audio into different tracks when I record. Like, right now I have the microphone, I have the game audio, I have Spotify audio beaming up to Twitch. Like, this is going up to Twitch. There is no way for me to beam this up to Twitch and not have it be in a VOD on Twitch. Does that make sense? Like, the VOD is what was sent to Twitch. It's what was broadcast. That's kind of the whole thing. But if you never host the VOD, you won't be in trouble. I agree. Like, they would have to actively be watching your stream and catch you playing music that you shouldn't be playing or something while it's live if you then don't post the VOD. But what I've been doing lately is splitting all the audio. So now, when I pressed live 32 minutes ago, I now have a recording for 32 minutes going that's now saving in the background as a huge MP4 file with 4 tracks of audio. It's the combined audio of everything all at the same time, everything that's beamed up to Twitch. And then Spotify split out, the microphone split out, and the game audio split out onto their own tracks. So then I could take the music right out if I want. I could literally just bring the VOD, the raw file in, rip the music out, save that as a VOD, and go post that on Twitch and YouTube and call it the VOD and never get in trouble ever. I'm working on something like that, where we're gonna take the music out, automatically do all the cuts to take all the silences out, build a quick story, and be able to churn these things out pretty frequently. I'm choosing to put a lot of effort, I'm choosing to front load a lot of the effort into the automation and everything, rather than just plinking out a video every once in a while. I'm really trying to get the system down to a science and then just have it roll. Honestly, Twitch seems so much better for the viewer and so much worse for the streamer. How's it, what do you mean? How is the viewing experience better on Twitch? I mean, Twitch versus YouTube for streams feels obvious. It's Twitch. It's way more dynamic on Twitch. But I don't know about Kick or those other ones. It's mostly because they only have the capital to truly support their big money makers, aka streams that are partnered. They have to squeeze as much as they can from the average stream just to stay alive. Wait. It's mostly because to truly support. Wait. They only have okay, so you're saying they only make enough income to pay the big streamers. By support, that's definitely what you mean. They have to squeeze as much as they can from the average stream just to stay alive. So you're saying they're taking from Peter to give to Paul kind of thing? Like anti-Robin Hood? Like they're taking from the little streamers to give to the big streamers? Is that right? Wait, so Twitch for dynamic, isn't Twitch like dying? I've been hearing Twitch is dying for years. I remember before I was on Twitch, and I would see Twitch mentioned on Reddit because there was a mass shooting broadcast, a broadcast on Twitch or something stupid, and the comments would just be echoing the same thing: Twitch is dying, Twitch is dying, Twitch is dying. I don't know how they're doing lately. Are they worse? I mean, I don't know. I was at work yesterday, and my work does some extracurricular activities kind of thing that if you can participate in if you want to. And last night's was game night. And I was talking to a coworker of mine, and I didn't realize how much we had in common. Like, when I was in high school, I was deeply into Halo 2, to the point of almost going to an MLG event, and like Halo being very much my personality. Same for him, except Halo 3 because he's a few years younger than me. But other than that, same story. His friend group from that game like moved to the same state together just to be close to each other because of a video game. Amazing. Another 3/10 out of it. Top 2,500, 2,300. I was making a bigger point. I forgot what it was. Oh, yeah, so I was talking to these chaps. This is my buddy at work and a couple other people. We're just talking about gaming in general. Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Mario Kart, Smash, you know, the Call of Duty. Just talking about games. Talking about games you used to play, games you like playing now, whatever. And another one of my coworkers is nearby, but she's not saying anything yet. And we're pretty deep in this conversation, and it starts to turn into like achievements. Like my buddy, Tom, we'll call him Tom, who went to a professional gaming event. He like got paid, he got $20 from the tournament for how well he did in the tournament. I mean, that's professional gamer shit, even if it's only $20. And I was congratulating him on that. And my coworker, who has seen the world record video, was like, are you really just not gonna mention the fact that you have a world record, or you have world records in video games? Are you really just not gonna say that part? And it was odd because the other things in my life that I'm very proud of, I feel an urge to flex. But it was almost like I wasn't feeling the urge to flex it, because I don't need to. And because I don't view this as just gaming. Like, this isn't just gaming. This is a whole thing. This is a whole experience. This is a whole thing we're working on. It's a whole community we're building. It's a creative outlet for me. It's an artistic outlet for me. It's a long-term project I'm working on. Like, it's not just gaming. This thing, you know? I would not have had the motivation to go get an actual world record had it not been for this, you know? So I said, all right, yeah, I have a few world records. And I showed them the videos, and they were just like, what the fuck? One of them said, they might be here. No new follows, right? No. One of my coworkers said, you can have my Prime. The other one said they were going to sub on YouTube. And one of them said, excuse me. One of them said, because I was showing him the reaction, my reaction of getting the third world record in that recap video. And he was just like, live streamer. That explains so much. Just like I know you in real life, and I'm watching you, and you're the same person. It's the same thing, but now I get it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty much the same person. You just can't call me by my real name on stream. That's it. Other than that, same personality. I'm not faking anything. I don't know how I'm gonna go any faster than this. I think that's pretty much it. A little bit braver there, a little more speed. Has potential. Clean run here, we might have it. Hey, I dove into the corner instead of floating up into the speed line there. I still finished? I let go. Prof, do you still play Halo? Yes. I haven't played in about a year. They did mention they're bringing the Halo 2 servers back online, which is extremely exciting. As of today, actually. Today, I believe the servers are back up, so we might... I'm not in a division yet because apparently Cup of the Night isn't until 10 o'clock. Because of daylight savings time. What's up next, Web? So we should start looking into playing Halo again. Twitch affiliates and partnered streamers 60-40 from earnings. With 300 plus sub points, partners get 70-30 split of earnings and even more from ad revenue. That is a good point. That's a good point. Did you see the news station that told the first person who beat Tetris that as a mother you should get some fresh air that's not light full? Yes, I did see that. And she got dragged. He was the first person to ever beat Tetris. Ever. He was the first person to ever get to the real kill screen. It's a fucking huge deal. Like, what did she get out of that? From insulting him? Anyway, that kid's not gonna need for anything if he rides that wave correctly. A little bit more speed here. There's the pass. And it's a PB by 600ths. A little bit. What's up, Blood Fury? Welcome back. Great to see you, my old friend. We're gonna do some Halo streams together? Sure, Nexmo. I don't know if it's newer than Halo 2. I believe it's just Halo 2. Like, they revamped a few different things. I can't remember. Lychee. Oh, no, Latchy. It's not Lychee. I'm just waiting for the day I get that message about him starting Destiny 2. I'm just waiting for the day. What, the kid that beat Tetris? What's up, Coffee Now? I didn't see you sneak in. You're waiting for the kid that beat Tetris to play Destiny 2 or me? I don't think me. Yeah. 1,510 lines without a break. Yeah. I'd be so down to fuck up some Halo 2 together. I hadn't heard about them bringing that back to service. That's fucking sick. You should look it up. I don't know if it's like Bungie or 343. I think it's another third-party company, but they released a picture like just the other day of, yep, we're going live on 315, and they showed the menu and it like brought me right back to when I was a teenager. It looks exactly like the Halo 2 matchmaking screen. Exactly the same. So I don't know. I don't know the logistics of it. I don't know how they're doing it, but good for them for doing it. After crunching the numbers, I've concluded that Prof Heresy is still the most famous, unfamous person streaming. I mean, that's still... How do you argue with that? We were just talking about all the numbers there, Coffee. Now we're talking about the earnings split. We're talking about Kick. We're talking about TikTok. We're talking about, you know, multi-streaming. So good to know that despite all of that, still the most famous unfamous. One of these days it may happen? Why? You really want to see me play Destiny 2 that much? So I've had a thought of, you know, what does this thing turn into, right? Excuse me, Jesus Christ. I don't eat all day, and then I have dinner right before going live, and then I'm just a hiccupy mess, sorry. Halo stream last Friday of each month? More often than that. If we're gonna do it, probably be weekly. Like, I have a dream of, like, this thing being like, yeah, and then we're gonna do Trackmania Thursdays, Trackmania Tuesdays, and maybe Halo Fridays, and maybe a Just Chatting Sundays, and maybe a, you know, random game or play with viewers Monday, or, you know, whatever. Like, bunch of variety, you know? I'm fearful that it's hard to picture that right now, because everybody I know who watches my stream plays Trackmania. And is into Trackmania, which is not a bad thing. That's what I'm looking for right now. Nobody would have a reason to come in here and watch unless you were into Trackmania, or unless you knew me. Yeah, Just Chatting Sundays. I would love to get into Just Chatting. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of viewers. It's the biggest category, right? Or maybe not the biggest. I used to say that so callously. I don't know if it is anymore. Oh, respectfully, I don't understand just chatting. No hate, but just like don't get it. Well, I mean, it's what we're doing right now, right? This is pretty close to a just chatting stream. I never stop talking. And we're not just talking about the game. We're talking about all different kinds of things. I talk about my day. I talk about my life goals and, you know, all that shit. That's just chatting. This is not some hardcore Trackmania only stream. It's the only game we stream, but it's not the only thing we talk about. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about? 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 I think it would be enjoyable. Destiny 2 is a fun game. The only painful part is learning the game for new players, but if you can find someone who has a good amount of time in it to, like, take you under their wing, then it makes so much better. One of my besties, who we played Halo together, did get into Destiny. I don't know about Destiny 2, though. Because Destiny showed up on the scene, like, right after Halo 4. It was like a transition. If you weren't enjoying where Halo was going. But we also have Trackmania and it's Prof Heresy. It's a good point. Nobody's showing up to hear Prof do a bad Australian accent. It's true. It's Trackmania chatting and rap music. Yeah. Is this even rap? This playlist is kind of all over the place. But the main goal is to go live. Like here's my thinking for the order of, like, the recipe on how we're gonna do this thing, right? Like, here's the business plan, because we have a demonstrated precedent, right? Like, I just got a Twitch payout yesterday, and it's not for $0. So what I got paid out yesterday times a not big number in terms of scale. And this is without trying to grow the stream. This is without posting real content. This is without planning content. It's being consistent-ish. But the goal would be get live 2 to 3 times a week with some semblance of an idea as to what we're going to do. Be actively clipping as we're going through the stream to focus on what parts to grab for later. After the stream, automatically generate 1 or 2 shorts, a recap, like a 15, 20, 30 minute, maybe up to an hour, I guess, if it's a really long stream. But ideally, like 15 minutes is like my goal, 15, 20 minutes. Let me know how that sounds to you. Yeah, that was a quick 40 minutes, though. So, a couple of shorts to throw to YouTube Shorts and TikTok, pointing at Twitch. Then, stream recap, 15, 20 minutes of the funniest moments, and all clipped together, you know, quick jump cuts the way we do it. Really easy, digestible. I get lost in videos like that. I get lost watching my own streams when they're cut together like that. When you do, it doesn't even give you a second to breathe. There's no chance to be bored. There's always something happening. There's always something cutting. There's always new action, whatever. Oh, I rubbed the wall. Food taste test stream when? See, I don't know. I don't know about IRL streams. I'm not super interested in those, we'll say, yet. Machine Gun Kelly changed his name to just MGK. I was gonna say, I'm hearing the voice, and I'm like, this sounds like Machine Gun Kelly. And I look over, and the artist is MGK. It's not Machine Gun Kelly anymore. I hit the wall again! Dang it! Dang, just looked it up. Apparently you can only play the new Halo 2 online servers with an OG Xbox, not 360 or any newer ones. I've only got all the newer ones. My friend said that, like, and you need your OG Xbox, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And I assumed he meant 360 would count. Nope, OG. I have an OG Xbox, maybe even more than one of them, and the one I have is a Halo edition, and it's modded. So I'll have to probably do something about that, but it has a mod chip in it, And it has Halo on the hard drive. So I'll probably need to flip that back to some semblance of stock. But yeah, but OG Xboxes are about to go up in value a little bit. How much, I don't know. That's a good, exactly, see? Exactly. The value of OG Xboxes is going to go up a little bit. Halo was one of the most, if not the most important game on the original Xbox. I'm actually going to say it was the most important game on the original Xbox. I cannot think of one more important than that. Without Halo, I just don't see the Xbox turning into what it was going to turn into in the console wars. I could see it turning into just another Dreamcast or Sega Saturn. Although I think the Saturn was more successful than the Dreamcast. Prof tryhard Halo player. Prof when hot tub stream. Literally never. I shouldn't say that. First $1 million donation. How's that? That's too high. First 100K donation. Do a hot tub stream. Okay. Some speed here. This is too slow. Yep, we're gonna get past. I was not aggressive in the corner. Look at the difference that makes. Wow. Can you add a redemption where you leave and go say hi to Sammy Ray? No. Sammy Ray is asleep most of the time I'm streaming. Probably not right now. In fact, I'm almost certain she's awake working on a project of her own. So this is perfect. This is our alone time from each other. I'm in here doing this. Oh, doing bad accents and bad jokes. And she's out doing her thing. Hopefully not out with her other boyfriend. What a perfect timing for her to show up. Rich TM hears that and proceeds to buy 10 million bits. Yeah, Rich just shows up and throws a 20 at me. I grew up having an OG for longer than I can remember. Been almost 10 years since I had a working one, though. I've had mine for maybe 10 to 11-ish years. Mine still works. It's just dusty as fuck. Mine's just downstairs in a box. It's moved with me twice now, and I would just never part with it. That Xbox was one of my first electronics projects. I modified my first Xbox when I was 14? 14? I don't think I was in high school. I don't know. But a long time. Before the Xbox 360 was even a thing, I was modifying my first Xbox. And I did it multiple times. I hit the wall. I hate dirt. But we're so invested, it's 13 minutes to go till Cup, so we might as well just play it. But welcome back, everybody. We'll say hi to everybody again. It's me, your boy, the Professor, still here. It's Friday. We stream on Mondays and Fridays now, until I change my mind again. But right now, those should mostly be my work from home days, so it's just a good balance. That even if I have to work late, I'm not away from the home. I would have fixed mine if I'd kept it. 1 to 2 years after I trashed it, I got a job fixing arcade games and repairing circuit boards. No shit. Now, I know how you mean that. I'm sure you mean that the way that I mean. Like, I know how to solder. I've made my own circuits. I'm talking about discrete components. I'm talking about non-surface mount Sorry, I shouldn't say non-discrete. It's the wrong, not the correct terminology. Discrete electronics are electronics that aren't programmable. They are based on simple transistor logic that's not programmable, like Boolean logic and or XOR, that stuff. Or like they're resistors or inductors. Like they don't have a, again, they're just not, they're simple electronics. Kind of thing. They're like, picture like a water valve that isn't powered or anything. It's just its own valve. What I mean is through-hole components versus SMD, surface mount components. Through-hole are what they sound like. You have all the components have legs or leads on them that stab through the circuit board, and they are soldered on the underside. Very easy to handle and solder. But over time, components got a lot smaller, so they became surface mount. They usually don't even go through the board anymore. They are mounted right on top, and those are way fucking harder to solder. You literally, if you touch one too long with your iron, it'll literally just turn into a puff of smoke. Gone. Poof, there goes a transistor. Gone into smoke. And they like, when you're soldering them, it's like it's a metal liquid, so it almost it's like super viscous, so it'll like pull the component towards the soldering iron too. In February, I've sent 905 messages. Micromouse is kind of crazy. What's Micromouse? Are we gonna get Div 1 in this? I have the gold. I'm 2 seconds off the author. Oh, coffee now. We gotta be at 300. Ah, come on! So friggin' close. So friggin' happy the weekend's here. Oh my goodness. Woof. What a week. What a week. So happy it's over. Oh, coffee now. My new coworker reminds me a lot of you. My new coworker and I keep getting into debates. And I'm picking my words carefully because I don't want to insult you, because I'm not, to be clear, there's nothing to, none of this is an insult. I don't mean any of this as an insult. While we disagree on things, we seem to find a way to talk about them. We're both getting better at it. We can admit when we learn something new, we can admit when we're wrong. But this guy I had a like 20-minute debate with him yesterday about whether or not there's actually any gold in Fort Knox. I'm gonna say that again. I had a 20-minute debate with a fellow American about whether or not the government is lying about having over $10 billion worth of gold in its reserves or not. Just not having it. And his main argument is, well, we're not on the gold standard anymore. What do they need the gold for? And I'm like, because it's still worth $10 billion. What? I started with that at first, but I was at that job for 6 years. Wow. I eventually went balls deep in learning full surface mount diagnostics, in modding, or re-engineering microchips. That's still my main passion for a career. 9 to 5, that's so friggin' cool, dude. I got very heavy into electronics. That was my main plan for a career. I've gone to electronics decathlons. I've gone to national contests for electronics. I've done that. That was my life for quite a while. I joke around that that's the only thing I have any formal training in. Cars, appliances, streaming. It's all self-taught. But coffee now, the issue I was having with him was we couldn't we couldn't agree on anything. I kept trying my hardest to zoom out and out and out and out to try to find any common ground to work from, to the point where I was like, okay, so tell me anything in the world that you believe is the truth, then. Tell me anything in the world that you trust, is what the conversation effectively turned into. Forget Fort Knox, forget gold, forget the political parties, forget what year it is. Tell me anything that you trust. And he couldn't do it. It's just everything that I pull up is fake news, and that he could generate an entire page of websites too, except he can't, because he didn't. I kept saying, okay, I believe you. Go ahead and do it then. We'll pick through my sources, and we'll pick through your sources, and we'll try to come to a consensus. Give me any source, literally anywhere. Anywhere. One, please. Anything. Please. 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 Please stop talking. I don't want to hear your words. I want to hear your sources' words. I don't care what you believe anymore. There are some conspiratorial things that we do agree on. There's just a lot of things that I can't wrap my head around his logic. This is the same chap who tried to convince me every time I bring up overpopulation, because I truly think that I've never gone out of my way to say there's too many people. I always say there's enough people. We have plenty of people. I'm unaware of a shortage of people anywhere. I'm aware of a shortage of young people. I'm aware of a shortage of soldiers. I'm aware of a shortage of Congress people that aren't 80 years old, you know, stuff like that. But just straight up people? People? Like, taking up the left lane of traffic, people? Making it so I have to wait longer in line at Wendy's, people? Plenty of those. Dime a dozen those. Don't need any more of those. I include myself in that. You know, the whole, well, what if your mother aborted you? I wouldn't fucking know. That wasn't the point I was trying to make. I was trying to make a different point. Oh yeah, so he said there isn't that many people in the world. And I was like, yeah, there is though. Like, just in the last 150, 200 years, with the Industrial Revolution, we've like quadrupled or 5x the population of the world, dude. Like, there's 5 to 8x more people right now than there ever has been in history, as far as we know. That's the other thing that I'm finding myself saying a lot in this conversation, because it's like, I did everything I could to find common ground, to the point where, like, I said to him, like, I acknowledge your point that you and I can't go to Fort Knox and go walking around and point at the gold, can we? No, there's no visitors. They do an audit. You know, there's numbers of the audit. There are people who said I went and did the audit. There's reports of an audit. Could that all be faked? Sure, of course. They're just pieces of paper. They're just numbers. But the amount of people that would need to keep that under wraps. So I would say things like, can we agree it's at least, I concede that we'll never know the truth, fine. But can we at least agree that it's more likely than not that we actually do have the gold? If just objectively, for no other reason, all things being equal, what is the more likely answer? And what would the reason be to not have it? Because he kept saying things like, well, they probably went and bought something. What? Well, you know, we're not on the gold standard anymore. This is the other thing he would say. Well, we're not on the gold standard anymore, so they can just print as much money as they want. Well, wait a minute. If they could just print as much money as they want and buy whatever they want, why did they use the gold to buy anything? Like, his logic just kept collapsing. And instead of, you ever heard that saying of, like, when the truth is on your side, pound the truth. When the law is on your side, pound the law. And when neither are on your side, pound the table. A lot of table pounding. Just a lot of, like, he was getting mad. He's been in a lot of fights. I know that. He's told me that much. He got in a lot of fights when he was a kid. He's not a non-violent person, you know? And some of the looks he was giving me, I'm like, is he about to like take a fucking swing at me? At the end of the day, before he left, he was like, hey, I'm not mad at you. And I'm like, why would you be? Are we mad at each other? Over a debate that neither of us are ever gonna know the real answer to? Come on, man. But that's a tough life to live. Constantly believing that everything's a conspiracy. Everything. Every word the government says, every educational institution apparently, every single scientist, most country, the sheer numbers of people that would need to keep stuff under wraps. I'm not saying we know everything. I'm not saying there aren't real conspiracies. I'm not saying the government does lie about shit. Of course. Everything's a shade of gray. But this whole... There's no gold in Fort Knox. Like, why? Why is that easier to believe? And then he said something to me at the end of the day, and this is where I was thinking of you, Coffee, now. Because he said something like, like when he's like, hey, I'm not mad at you. I'm like, why would you be? What did I do that would have made you mad? You said your side, I said mine, whatever. Agree to disagree. And he said, sometimes I just like to kind of take an opposite stance just to kind of get a rise out of people. And I'm like, okay. Like, Mr. Arbiter of Truth and I Trust Nothing is now gaslighting. Is becoming part of the problem. The conspiracy has come from people who worked at Fort Knox. They have to hire new people all the time to prevent security breaches. That doesn't sound too outlandish. But I just kept coming back to extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. I'm not like on defense here. You're the one asserting what goes completely against the grain and completely against the established truth as the quote narrative currently has it, that there is gold there. If you're the one claiming there isn't, where's your not you, Coffee now, I'm saying this to my coworker in the history. Where is your evidence then? Show me. He would not show me anything. Nothing. Not one article. Nothing. It was all just, I read something once and I saw something once and... Like, there are journalists out, that's what news journalism is trying to, well, I mean, I'm sure we could debate that nowadays, but is finding the truth. People are very passionate about finding the truth and would pay sources to tell them things like that. But the problem is, there's no evidence. So if there's no evidence, then what are we talking about? We're debating an idea. I have a friend who kept insisting that a person needs to drink half an ounce of water per pound they weigh. I had to research it and find the source that invented it. It turned out it was California fitness trainer. Yep, game of telephone. Like the whole bath salts thing, right? The person who was allegedly on bath salts in Florida and ate that person's face and spawned this whole thing about bath salts was never on bath salts. But the problem is, a lie is halfway around the world before the truth has a chance to put its pants on. So you don't hear the corrections. That poor police officer, somewhere in the United States, who was accused of like sleeping her way to the top and like, doing sexual favors for all these other cops in the department. Yeah, she was being like abused. Like, even if it started off as consensual, it very much wasn't apparently by the end of it. But we didn't hear that part for weeks, if not months. It's not as funny either. It's kind of like the first time you hear a version of a song and then you find out it's actually a cover, but then you end up liking the cover more than the original. It's uncomfortable having to redo your brain and rewire it into a new truth. But anyway, back to, if I can get the sentence finished. He was saying, the world is not overpopulated. If you gave every single person on Earth land in Maryland or Missouri, every person would end up with half an acre. You would be able to give half an acre to 8 billion people. Now, on the surface, that's big math, right? How many acres and how many square miles, and you know, that's uncomfortable. The average human brain can't just do that math off the top of your head. Off the top of my head, I can't do it off the top of my head. So I had no reason to doubt. I'm like, okay, even if that's true, what does that have to do with anything? What do we need more people for? The Earth is a finite place. That's fast. Is that a PB? It is. It wouldn't make me angry. I'm just not going to do it right now. I keep forgetting to move that thing around. It's not that I don't like it. It's just everything in moderation, right? I didn't realize the ghost says PB on it now. In the trigram. Not faster. It won't make me angry. Few things make me angry these days. Anyway, so he claimed that, right? That if you gave every person on Earth land in Maryland or Missouri, they would get half an acre each. Which sounds reasonable. Except when you actually do the math and you realize he's wrong by like a factor of 1,000. It's not true. If you gave every American, just American, not everybody on Earth, every American, about 400 million Americans, right? If you gave every American land in Alaska, not Missouri, Alaska, everybody would get about 1 acre. If you gave everybody on Earth land in Maryland or Missouri, there would be about 1,000 people per acre. 1,000 people. Not 1 per half acre. 1,000 per. That's a humongous difference. Here in Chicago, the St. Patrick's Day drinking started at 7 a.m. Oh, when is St. Patrick? Is it? When is St. Patrick's Day? I do not keep track of that one at all. Author time has second place. 43-0. We need to full send these. We do know author time. We do. That should be a PB. It is barely a 10. If you had every person in the world living at the highest population density, they would all fit in Texas. Okay, yeah. The highest population density sucks. Isn't it that walled city? Like 3 people per square foot? I'm exaggerating, but... right? Throw some aggression into this corner. Oh, my word. Oh, I touched the wall at the last moment. Dang. That calculation was done by someone, right? As opposed to a computer. I have no idea where he got that math from. I've been still trying to figure it out. How did he get half an acre per person? Based on the numbers I just ran. It's like not even close. If you took every person in the world and put them all in Rhode Island, you would have a clusterfuck. Speaking of clusterfucks, so Rhode Island is not that big. Okay, pretty small. There's two major highways, arguably, that go through Rhode Island. One of them is Route 95, which goes north to south along the eastern seaboard, from Maine to Florida, cuts through Rhode Island. And the other is 195. Now, if you don't know naming conventions of highways in the United States, 3-digit highways typically go left to right. No. Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure I was gonna be right on that, but now I'm not sure. That 3-digit roads go up and down, and 2-digit ones go. No, 2-digit goes up and down for highways. What's up, T-Entry? If you took every person, you'd probably get arrested. Wasn't it an I? As soon as I saw you, I completely forgot what I was saying anyway, T-Entry. But we're in quali. And we're right at the moment, Div 3. I'm not good at dirt. I don't really know what else to be doing, quite honestly. Need some green splits. Like that one. This feels green. Nope. It's very difficult for me to find speed at this section. Yeah, I don't know. Odd our north and south, even our east and west. And I always keep that straight because of Route 66. Route 66 runs east to west. So those are the routes. This is an interstate. Yeah. Anyway, so 95, or rather 195, which comes in from Massachusetts and goes right into the metro center of Rhode Island, which is Providence, state capital. And then it goes off to... Where does 195 go after that? Actually, no. Anyway. Rhode Island is known as the Ocean State because the ocean is the majority of our border. Like, we have a ton of coastline because the state is basically split in half by the Narragansett Bay, which is connected to the Atlantic Ocean. So we have a bridge, a few bridges for those interstates as they find Providence because, you know, Providence is an old city, just like Boston, that was first developed back in, 13 colonies days. So it was all based on proximity to the water, right? For easy travel and commerce and what have you. So the state highways have bridges for them. Ooh, a little bit of speed. Not enough, though. Bummer. Green split at the end. What is Hawaii known as? Oh, like the what state? I don't know. The Aloha State? That's either definitely right or definitely wrong. It just came to me. Yes, I is interstate. Sorry, Tree. So we have one bridge called the George Washington Bridge on 195. And everybody's kind of known that it's in a bit of a state of, you know, disrepair, we'll say. It's an old bridge. It's from, you know, post-war America. And it's, you know, it's in disrepair. And lately in the United States, there's been a huge push to rebuild a lot of these aging bridges and aging infrastructure. They did an inspection a few months ago now. And they realized that the bridge, for lack of a better way of saying it, was effectively about to collapse. Like, we were lucky that it hadn't collapsed yet. Some more news has come out since, like yesterday, where they announced some more results of the inspection. Like, they now have a plan on what they're going to do about this, because they ended up just closing the bridge. As soon as they found out about this inspection, the inspector was like, you need to close down this bridge, like, right now. So they closed down the whole thing, and now they're operating on half of it. Because they know they're going to need to rebuild it in some way. They don't know if they need to rebuild the entire superstructure or just the bridge above the water, you know, whatever. They just announced yesterday that it's going to be about $300 million, at least. And they don't expect it to be completed until 2026. So, yikes. Yikes. This is a major artery in my state. It is caused, some businesses are like on the brink of going out of business now. They survived COVID, and now they're down 40% of their traffic because people literally can't get to them. Oh, nice, Matt DCD. The Aloha State. I don't know why that came to me, but it did. Hey, Rabbi! Alright, we're gonna disable the DNF key, because I haven't done cup in a while. And I'm screwed up. Oh, what happened? There we go. Oh, TGIF. I know I keep saying it. But I'm just so happy that it's Friday. I'm gonna stream for a little bit longer. We're gonna obviously play through cup. And so long as I don't get knocked out like the first round, that's probably gonna be the stream. And then I'm gonna get right back to photoshopping, doing some video stuff until I go to sleep tonight. And then we'll be back at it on Monday at the latest. But we'll see what we can pull out of this map. I think we're Div 3. Buying the DNF key? No. I don't think you're there yet. Yeah. So you need an hour and a quarter. So an hour and 15 minutes. I don't think that's going to happen tonight. Are action keys still OP or not? Because I've been using action keys on the Bob, and I don't know if I really should. Fast finish. "64 hours from 9 to 5. You're not slacking? What are you talking about? It's a week and a half of full-time work. I appreciate it, 9 to 5. I appreciate everybody being here. Still an amazing thing that I could pretty much hit go live at any time and somebody would show up. It's amazing. All right, so we're finally moving into Copa. Finally moving into Copa. So we're in the NOCO. Ghosts are on. Some cars. Yeah, turn them on like ghosts like that. So that they're mostly invisible. When they're bold, it's when it's really annoying. This isn't that. Nice. Not bad. All right, so we're moving into Cup of the Night here. Div 3 on a half dirt, half bob track. Would you call this a dirt track or would you call it a bob track? Stream title's a lie? Then fix it. Oh, you're not a mod. There we go. There, I updated it twice. This is a Dobby track? What is a Dobby track? Oh, dirt and bobby. Alright. Into the actual knockout rounds. Decent start. I don't have a lot of worries about the start of this thing, actually. It's just touching a wall. But I bet we can get away with that for a little bit. Right into a wall. Oh. Uh-oh. That's amazing. I'm out. Wow, I'm not out. I was so sure that I was out. OMG problem, I keep remembering certain things you've said and I can't get them out of my head. Like what? Calculated 9 to 5. Calculated. That's a nice skin. I like that one. I like Stick About.
Everyone confused. We don't know how we ended up where we at, but we refuse to take accountability for the mindset that we choose. We forgot to lock the door. The devil's taking off his shoes, getting comfy, playing C's.
Oh, I spelled Lanky Boy with an I. Magapaka, it's because she likes you. Yeah. Humans aren't that complicated. This is soft. Played it very safe there. And there. The 8th. Let's check out my release radar. Try that on. Excuse me. What's up, Blittermint? Wall hugging is only useful in MMORPG dungeons. In a racing game, not so much. But in this one, you do need a wall hug. Welcome back, Blittermint. It's great to see you. We are in Div 3 for this dirty Bobby. I don't really have expectations. Oh, I thought it was all Bob. And then I also thought it was at 9 o'clock. So we've been sitting here for an hour. Practicing. Bit of a speed boost there at the end. lifted. Just to safely get around the corner. No need to be a hero. You know, for a Cup of the Day track, the start's very easy and the end is very easy. Is anybody even using the other... Is there another finish? Practice makes prophecy. I guess if you didn't do the wall ride correctly and you had no speed, I don't know. But okay, into round something. I have DNF unbound, so I don't screw myself. Still lopping 4 players off at a time. Dropped a gear. I could hear it. I am using action keys here and there. I don't know if it's the right move. I'm just gonna keep using them. Seems to be safe. '19th, not bad, not bad. Is there tech bobsleigh? I mean, Matt, there's a whole, like the Trackmania school club or campaign, whatever that is. That is every single surface and every single block and every single type of playing Trackmania and a way to practice it. What about full speed bobsleigh? Yeah, that's, well, I mean, that's basically what bobsleigh is. Kind of the point of bobsleigh. Oh, we're gonna move up the ranks here. A lot of speed. Oh, right into the barrier. So, all right, 1, 2, 3. We may need to pass one more person, and it's looking like this is our person. Thank you. Sick. Ha ha ha! Get wrecked. Most Bob is full speed, yeah. I'm saying mixed with classic full speed elements. Yeah. Yeah. I could see people wanting, oh look, somebody's actually using the other finish. I cannot believe I snuck in there. But that's why you drive with cars on. It can be more exciting. I don't do it all the time, but I feel like doing it this time. It really allowed me to see who we needed to take down. Other finish looks harder. Yeah. Oh, man. Into the wall, almost into the wall. Didn't hit it, though. Oh. I'm gonna continue. This may have been a mistake. I probably should have taken the speed instead. I was hoping enough people also crashed. I really don't know. Oh my god, it's short. Ooh, 28th again by a 10th. Wow. Jesus. It's not safe and risky? Yeah, it's more like risky and oops-a-daisies. All right. See if we can get a clean run here. So top 28. Couple more rounds to go until we're in the 2 KOs into the Sweet 16. That's when things start to feel safer and not as safe. Safe line here, safe line here. Not trying to be a hero. I would like to push here if I can. Steal a little bit of that white line. And don't go too hard here. Here we go. Plenty of speed. Plenty. Gonna be good. This is the most exciting cup we've done in a while. So far, huh? Top 15. You should start an outdoor business. Oh, you should start an outdoor business. Again, buy a tent. Again, buy a tent. Took me a second, Blittermans. It's an outdoor shop. All right. Top 24. 2 more rounds till Sweet 16. I'd be satisfied with Sweet 16. Safe line, that's into the wall. I didn't touch it, I don't think. I really overcorrected, but was able to fix it. It sure seems like I didn't touch the wall somehow. Way too safe there. Gave up a lot of speed, but that's okay. Lots of speed there. Top 9, moving up, moving up, moving up. Prof seems more like a carpenter than a door-to-door salesman. I do? I didn't sell door-to-door. Tent salesman. Slap top of 10. This bad boy could sleep up to 8 people. This puppy, it's bear-proof, it's wolf-proof, it's weather-proof, soundproof, wink, fireproof, asteroid-proof, heck, it's even tree-proof. Oh, what do you mean tree-proof? Ah, it's tree-proof! Tree could fall on it, wouldn't even notice. Oh, that was tight. Yeah, here's the new Connor Price. It's like a country song almost. I don't like it. Just keep making the same songs, Connor. Not gonna stay in your lane. Oh, no, no, no! I'm out because I reset. I hung the wheel, and I don't know if I really could have fixed it. Bummer. Tent is prof-proof. It's tent-proof. Alrighty. We're gonna find a friend to raid. 1 round away from Sweet 16. Just missed it. Throws tent in the yard. Well, I guess you have to buy it now. Alright. Matt, send it to me very quickly, please. Alright, we're gonna start setting up the raid. We got Tom. Crazy Man! That's definitely who we're raiding. I didn't finish 10th. Man, you're on a roll tonight. Hurry up, Matt! Hurry up! I'm very busy. JJ Bros, we're friends with. Hanoi Twist, I think we know. Naderator. Huey Too Good. 17 bags. Alright, okay. Give me a second. Okay. This is a video from Matt that he made.
Hello guys, this is Matt TCD, and I'm here to talk about the prophecy effect. So first of all, what is Professor Heresy? Or actually, who is Professor Heresy? He wears a nice hat, he's a stand-up comedian, he is basically Australia, and Warrow Track Mania. So who's Loro Trackmania? Well, Loro Trackmania is some Australian dude who just bought a house.
Dude.
He eats lunch during prof
Fucking
streams.
epic.
And his signature thing is just, shut up, Loro.
Shut up, Loro.
So, one of the, the main thing about what we're trying to build today of our brand is mepping. So that's essentially the heresy effect, but a little bit different. So basically, you mep in front
You mep in front of people?
People. So Eowick often gives subs during this.
You give gift?
Wait. Who's Eowick? So Eowick, well, little is known about him. He might be over here on a cruise ship.
Like how to say his name.
He gives a lot of subs, and he mutes Matt a lot.
Does mute Matt a lot.
So what's the prophecy effect? So it's a step-by-step process. Somehow
the clickbait at this point.
Matt DCD, I don't know. Duolingo and Trackmania. What? So first of all, who's Matt DCD? They're kind of like
I gotta skip
Matt
through this thing, buddy.
I guess he is. So in the past, we've gotten a gift sub from Eowick, then we got World Record 1. We got another gift sub from Eowick, and we got World Record 2. We got more
I love that
gift
you
subs
spell
from Eowick,
prophecy
and we got
differently
World
every
Record
single
2.
time. It's epic.
So in theory, if we get even more gift subs from Eowick, wouldn't that mean that we get World Record 4?
It's causation.
So this is our
Plain as day.
carefully crafted plan to getting World Record 4. The prophecy is true. So first of all, thank you, Eowick. We love you.
It's turned into a
This
thank you card
slide
to
is
E.
just for you. And yeah, so we will get this world record pretty soon. Or will we? Actually, I don't know. We'll just see later.
Stay tuned. Matt DCD, thank you very much for putting that together, buddy. That's awesome. Very kind of you to you've only been here for a couple months too. Thank you very much. It's very humbling. I think we were talking about this earlier, that I don't have this outside perspective like you guys do, and I don't know, just to see my stream kind of recapped into that. Just I don't know. I know it's mostly a joke, and I know it's, you know, a bit of trolling, a bunch of inside jokes, but just, you know, put some effort into that, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Matt DCD. Enjoy your gifties. All right, we're gonna throw this party on over to Crazy Man. Faux show. I'm gonna start the raid. The Crazy Man. And I will meet you there. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Crap. There we go. I will meet you over in Crazy Man's briefly. There's 11 people here, really? I did not know that. I don't have the viewer count on. I thought it was just me and Matt and Blood Fury, basically. And Blindaments. Thank you very much, again, everybody, for being here. We'll be back at it on Monday. I'll be in Discord over the weekend. We put in some effort on the stream over the weekend, so if you want to hang out, I'll see you in Discord. Be well. Have a great weekend. Spring is springing. Daily savings time is here. It's time for this year to start uptrending for you if it isn't already. So, love you guys. Let's go harass the Crazy Man and try to get him to get knocked out. He did just get knocked out. Never mind.